Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another video. Now, today I'm going to be talking about two sort of set leaks from Doctor Who Series 13, but I will preface this by saying don't get too excited or too angry because this is not confirmed. Now, we already know that Doctor Who Series 13 is going to be packed full of returning villains. We've seen leaked pictures of Weeping Angels, we've seen Sontarans, we've had it kind of confirmed that Sacha Darwin's Master is coming back, and with him we can only assume, there's no evidence for this, but I'm just assuming, seeing as like the events of the Timeless Children happen, we might be seeing the Cyber Masters again. And like, that's already quite a substantial amount of returning stuff for what is a 7 or 8 episode series. But there's more, because today I'm going to discuss why I think there is a possibility of the Zygons and the Autons returning to Doctor Who. Now, we'll start with the sort of weaker theory out of the two. A few weeks back, we saw this video. Okay, so I can't actually find the video, but here are some screenshots of it. All you need to know is there's a film set and a bus. Now, you might have just watched that video and gone, well, what about that suggests anything? Because, yeah, it was a street with a bus. But what was the word on the bus? It said Auton. Now, my immediate reaction was like, okay, well, the word Auton might not just mean, like, Doctor Who thing. But I looked it up, and the only definition of the word I can actually find is a reference to the villain from Doctor Who. Now, we know from the person who took that video that this is on some sort of film set in London, so it might not be Doctor Who, and it might just be some sort of obscure Easter egg or coincidence for another movie or show. Alternatively, maybe Doctor Who Series 13 was doing some filming stuff in London, getting some, like, iconic shots, like in the episode Rose. We know how Chibnall loves to sort of borrow bits and pieces from other versions of Who, and in Rose, with the Autons, they were in London, so maybe that's why it's all in London. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. Maybe it's a complete coincidence and the word Auton is just a company name thought up by someone else and it's there by accident. So yeah, that's not confirmed by any means. I still think maybe there is a possibility that Autons will come back because they're a very good villain and it's such an iconic thing to have like the shop window dummies smash their way out of stuff and like shoot people. I can see that happening in Series 13, especially because we know about like returning villains already. Also, there are loads of rumours and stuff leading up to a 60th anniversary special for Doctor Who, so maybe like they did in Classic Who, we're going to have a season of returning villains. Now, moving on to the next returning villain. I say returning in inverted commas. Are these inverted commas? In these. Because we don't know if they're back. But what we do know is this. Over the past few days, Doctor Who has been filming once again in Cardiff. Now, if we zoom in on this image here from today, we see a familiar symbol. For those of you who aren't aware, as pointed out by Lauren on Twitter, that is the Zygon symbol. So, Zygons are back for Series 13? That is unmistakably the Zygon symbol. It's not like we've actually had a picture of a Zygon, but we've got the Zygon symbol, the Zygon logo, at a Doctor Who filming location. And we know that's a Doctor Who filming location, and it was taken today. Now, this could just be like an Easter egg in the background of a shot, like in the episode, what's it called? Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror. There was a Silurian gun, but no Silurians. Maybe there's some sort of Zygon technology or something. Or maybe, if we're sticking with the theme of returning villains for Series 13, I don't know why I keep doing this, maybe the Zygons are gonna come back. Now, if the Zygons were coming back, it would make sense to bring UNIT along with them. Also, we've seen, like, Time Fracture, all of these, like, the Doctor Who mobile app as well, the interactive experience. A lot of it focuses around Kate Stewart and Osgood. That Osgood could possibly be a Zygon. Last time we saw UNIT, it was with Zygons. So, if they are trying to bring UNIT back, then naturally the Zygons would come along with it. Seeing as this also is possibly Jodie's last series, they might just want her Doctor to go out with a complete bang and bring back as many returning villains as possible. So it was at this point my camera just decided to stop filming for some reason. But this is pretty much the end of the video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think they're returning? Would you like to see them return? Thank you for watching and goodbye.
Don't forget to click below.
Subscribe to the Confused Adipose.